Quick question. How many of you drink water throughout the day? Most of you would probably raise your hands in agreement, but I have a follow-up question for you. How many of you would say that you actually drink enough water throughout the day? My name is Alex with True Review 16, and if you're anything like me, drinking water usually gets pushed to the side when I'm working on projects throughout the day. I try to squeeze in a glass here or there, but usually I go the whole day with only 1 or 2 bottles. So when I heard that the Ozmo Smart Bottle could help me drink more water throughout the day, I had to learn more. Let's check it out in this True Review. From the get-go, the Ozmo bottle feels like a very premium product. It's got a nice weight to it, a solid build quality, and an interior that's resistant to smells. It's pretty much all you could ever ask for from a water bottle, except this is no ordinary water bottle. The Ozmo app can connect to your Android or iOS device using Bluetooth, and once you download the free Ozmo app, you gain access to a ton of neat features. When you first open the app, you have to enter some information about yourself, like your height, your weight, and your athletic goals, and then the app actually automatically calculates a target fluid intake for you. You can raise or lower this fluid intake goal depending on if you want to make it more achievable or if you want to challenge yourself, but I think this is a great feature overall because it can really highlight how much water we should be drinking on a day-to-day basis. You can even integrate your Garmin, Fitbit, or Misfit apps with the Ozmo app, and that lets you sync any activities you do to raise or lower your hydration goal accordingly. To keep track of your drinking, the bottle features sensors lining the entire inside wall that measure the depth of the water still inside the bottle. As you take a drink, the water level drops to a different sensor and the app updates showing how much of your goal you have left to achieve. Inside the app, you can see daily, weekly, and monthly reports to see how your drinking trends, and you can even see how much water you drank on average per day, how much you drank in total, and how many times you reached your goal. But that's not all that the Ozmo bottle is capable of. The way it really helped me is through its reminder feature. If you go 1 hour without taking a sip, the bottle lets out 6 really strong vibrations that remind you it's time to have a drink. I found this feature to be incredibly useful since it helped me spread out my fluid intake throughout the day. It also really helped make my goals that much more achievable since I could have little sips throughout the day rather than chugging all of my water either at night or in the morning. If you choose to disable the vibration feature, the app also sends you messages throughout the day reminding you how drinking water can help with workouts or can help curb hunger cravings, and these messages were excellent at reminding me just how much hydration plays a role in healthy living. In addition to tracking your water, the bottle can actually keep track of your coffee intake. I'm not sure how it works, but the sensors inside can actually tell the difference between water and coffee. Again, I'm not positive as to how they work in determining that difference, but I found it to be pretty accurate when I've put water in here or coffee in here. Now, it wouldn't make sense for it to put a coffee goal, so instead what you can actually do is put a coffee limit, and that's really useful for those who are trying to cut back on their daily caffeine intake. After you drank so many cups of coffee, the app will warn you, hey, maybe it's time to switch over to something like water. Currently, the bottle doesn't support other drinks like juice or soda, but that's something that could be added in future software updates or in future versions of the bottle. Now, onto some tech specs. The Ozmo bottle charges in 2 hours using the micro USB port right here, and it has a claimed battery life of 3 to 4 weeks. Now, I haven't had the bottle long enough to fully verify that, but so far it seems to be on track to meet those claims. I was a bit curious as to how the USB port would affect the waterproofness of the bottle, and while it's not rated for IP67 or anything like that, it's safe to hand wash it as long as you close this charging cover. The Ozmo doesn't recommend putting it into the dishwasher. That could be because it affects the internals where it charges, or maybe because the heat would actually affect the battery or degrade it in some way. This bottle holds 16 ounces, which is the equivalent of a normal water bottle. Now, for the amount of water that it holds, it's pretty big and heavy, and it weighs in at around 3/4 of a pound. So you're almost doubling the weight of your normal water bottle. For some people, this might be a deal breaker, but I got used to the weight pretty quickly because I kept it either in my backpack or on my desk most of the day. I was really impressed with the Ozmo Smart Bottle. It redefined how I look at hydration, and it got me drinking more water throughout the day. While some tech is better left not smart, I was really pleased with what Ozmo did with their smart bottle. Anyway, that's it for this review, so thanks for watching. If you liked this video, let me know in the comments down below and hit that like button. See ya!